What's up, everybody, and welcome to this POV review from Autotop NL. I'm Jone, and today you're joining me on a beautiful sunny Saturday with another viewer's car. This is Finn's 2024 VW Polo GTI. Finn is 20 years old, and this is already his second car. How cool is that? Honestly, at 20, I would have killed for this. Super cool car, Finn. Today I'll walk you around it, run through the spec real quick, do a lap around the car, and then we'll take it out for an Autobahn blast. If you've got a cool car you'd like us to feature on the channel, shoot us a message on Instagram or an email to the address on screen right now. Maybe your car is next. So let's take a look at the Polo. This is the facelift model. We never covered this one, so we figured it was time. Over the years, the Polo's crept closer and closer to its bigger brother, the Golf GTI. Same 2.0-liter EA888 engine, but also in the styling, the front bumper, the red bar running across the front grille with the LED strip underneath it, and that honeycomb pattern you see on the Golf too. It's even got the same logo now. But it's a really nice little hot hatch, a smaller version of the Golf, and honestly incredible for a 20-year-old to own. It's riding on some great rubber, Michelin Pilot Sport 5s on the GTI wheels, with GTI brakes behind them and a little red caliper. The GTI already sits lower than a standard Polo from the factory, but Finn's lowered it even further. I think he said 35 millimeters, which is a lot. There's the GTI badge on the side and a Maxton design rear spoiler, which, good sign, is still attached after our Autobahn run. There's a small dual exit exhaust and new front and rear lights for the facelift, including these IQ light LED matrix headlights. On the engine side, it's the EA888, as I mentioned. 207 horsepower, 320 Newton meters of torque, about 7 more horsepower than the pre-facelift car. This one's got an APR open intake fitted, which sounds really good. Actually, super loud. Exhausts these days aren't allowed to be very loud anymore. And legally in Germany, you can't really modify that. So this intake is a cool workaround. That 320 Newton meters of torque is available from just 1,500 revolutions per minute. Really low down. Inside, there's a little GTI plaque on the door sill, and of course, GTI seats with the signature check pattern. Cloth, but really supportive for a Polo. A genuinely good sport seat. You've got a GTI steering wheel and these pedal extenders, Finn added himself. For this class of car, honestly, the rest of the interior is really impressive. It looks good. It looks properly expensive. If you just look at the gauges, the screen, the climate controls, this car punches way above its price class. There are still physical buttons on the steering wheel too. VW didn't go crazy with touch-sensitive haptic buttons on the Polo GTI, which I appreciate. DSG is standard. No manual available on this generation anymore, unfortunately, though most buyers went DSG anyway. I tried turning off traction control fully, but you can't. You only get down to ESC Sport mode, no matter how long you hold the button. It just resets back on, so ESC Sport it is. With the DSG, you can tell it's noticeably less sharp than in a Golf GTI. But you can hear that intake I mentioned. It's genuinely loud, and I like that, because it still gives you real feedback on what your inputs are doing. Grip is solid too. The Pilot Sport 5s are doing their job. There's an XDS diff, basically an electronic system that mimics a limited slip differential by braking the inside wheels. It's not a true mechanical limited slip setup, but it gets the idea across. It doesn't work amazingly right at the limit, but stay just below that, and it actually works pretty well. Thinking about the hot hatch segment in general, this is a 2024 car, and by that point it had basically lost all its rivals. The Peugeot 208 GTI, the Ford Fiesta ST, the Hyundai i20N. All of these were already disappearing from the market by then. Let's try launch control, 6.5 seconds, though I messed up the shift a little there. Thought it was going to bounce off the rev limiter for too long. Still, with basically no competitors left in this segment, and for this class of car, this thing is really, really good. Reasonably spacious, practical, quick, well-built, great options. A well-laid-out interior. It genuinely feels more expensive than it is. I'll say this, at the German price point, it's a great car, though it runs about 34 to 35,000 in the Netherlands because of CO2-based taxes, and similar in other countries too. Back in 2024, this was going for around 46 to 48,000 in some markets. That's probably part of why so many of the viewer cars we get sent are Polo GT is owned by younger drivers. Fin included at 20. It might also be why VW doesn't let you switch off traction control entirely. They're likely trying to protect their relatively young customer base. But as a second car, this is incredible, let's be honest. Before we hit the Autobahn, I want to tell you about Petrol Vibes. This is their newest release, a neon track layout silhouette with all the corner names and sector markings. And it looks absolutely amazing here in our workshop. They still make their classic wall art car silhouettes too, laser cut from 2mm steel, and the designs are gorgeous. You can even submit your own car through their website, and they'll build a custom silhouette with all your specific mods and accessories. We recently had one made of a Toyota Supra, and it turned out incredible. We've got a bunch of BMWs here in the workshop, plus a few cool cars up in the sim room. If you want one, great gift for yourself or any other gearhead. Check out Petrol Vibes and use code AUTOTOPL10 for 10% off. Enjoy the rest of the video. Now, I actually really like the power steering setup here, assuming it's electric, which I believe it is, because it gives genuinely good feedback, nice and meaty. You can really feel what the front wheels are doing, which is great. On to the Autobahn. Top speed is rated at 240 kilometers per hour. Let's see if we can get close. From 100 to 200 kilometers per hour, we were noticeably quicker than the pre-facelift car. We ran 20.5 seconds, about 2 seconds faster than before, which is genuinely impressive. We're at 235. No adjustable dampers on this one for the record. That Maxton spoiler on the back might actually be costing us a bit of top speed too. You can see it vibrating at higher speeds. It takes a while to reach top speed. GPS showed 230, Speedo showed 243, might be the spoiler, might be the cold air intake, who knows? 238, 239, 240. For such a small car doing 240 kilometers per hour, this isn't bad at all. Cabin noise is well contained, and the suspension holds up fine even after being lowered. 241. All right, I'm going to abort here and turn around. 243 kilometers per hour was our max for the run. It genuinely handles well right at the limit. That's pretty impressive. Grip levels are strong, and it doesn't understeer nearly as early as I expected. You do need to be in the right gear though, since the ratios are a little odd. Brakes feel good too. Firm pedal, confident stop. I just did a brake test from 240 down to around 120 kilometers per hour, and that was solid, all in a genuinely solid, well-rounded car. Actually, let me put it this way. If you're 20 years old, this is basically your own personal supercar. Really nice car. Thanks, Finn, for bringing it out and letting us drive it. Hope you enjoyed seeing your car featured on the channel. And to everyone watching, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe by hitting the big button, check out the video on the right or the playlist on the left, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.